So I worked as a volunteer staff member for the World Scout Jamboree in Glen Jean, West Virginia.
My Pitt Advantage Grant destination was Iringa, Tanzania.
So I studied abroad in Thailand.
I went to Greece with the Pitt Advantage Grant.
I did the Pitt in the Himalayas program, doing both an anthropology class, and then I was also getting certified in backcountry wilderness survival.
So the program itself was a public health program. We did community work inside of villages. So we talked to the villagers about what health needs they had. So it was interesting to learn not only about Thailand's health system, but about public health and how that could be made into a career.
There were 36,000 youth scouts who attended, and then there were about 9,000 volunteer staff from over 150 or so countries. It really just allowed me to lead an amazing group of individuals and help to put together an amazing jamboree and provide support for all the different facets of the event.
Pitt in Greece is a Panther program focused on sociology. We would do on-the-road excursions, historical tours, meet with guest speakers, interact with the locals.
I did a public health and Swahili culture program. We analyzed public health projects that are there for their effectiveness. Most of the public health projects were in Swahili, so you do translate them into English.
I don't think it sunk in that I was around the world until I got there. So you get there and you look around and no one's speaking English.
Working with a group of people in a bajillion different time zones was very complicated. Anytime we'd try to have a conference call leading up to the event, we'd maybe get half of the people there because for some people it was 3 in the morning. And also just different customs. I definitely do not understand the rest of the world as much as you might think you do.
We spent the first half learning about the geography, the environment, and how that has affected their healthcare system that they live in today. The other half was going on treks into the backcountry, practicing wilderness survival techniques. It's really valuable information for me moving forward that I plan to use in my career.
Studying abroad is probably one of the best things that I've done so far.
It broadens your understanding of how the world is.
I can study healthcare in the US as much as I want, but there are still plenty of other ways that healthcare is treated around the world.
When we're able to see how other people work and how other people can succeed and live life, it helps us open our worldview and it helps us be more willing to work with others and come together.
The importance of global education is that it gives you the chance to actually take yourself out of your comfort zone. We're in college and we're learning, but I don't think you actually learn as much as when you are uncomfortable in a new place. I think it would definitely change your life for the better.
I learned that if I find something that I'm actually passionate in, I will apply myself in almost every way possible.
What makes or breaks your experience is how you respond and adapt to challenges. And I think that's one thing I learned. The challenges are not always bad. Conflict is not always bad. It's the response and how you can adapt in these situations.
I learned a lot about myself. It was an affirmation that this is definitely a field I want to get into to help better the lives of patients, help better the patient experience, and lower costs within a hospital.
The first 2 weeks I was in Tanzania, I looked just like everyone there as a black woman, and I thought, oh wow, I'm gonna blend in, it's gonna make it so easy. But then I realized I wasn't blending in as much as I wanted to, and I knew Sisemi Kiswahili, I don't speak Swahili. Once they heard that, it motivated them to keep talking to me Swahili. After that, I was able to go to the market and buy things on my own and bargain. I learned that I was more independent than I thought I was. Independence and an appreciation for ourselves. We don't do it enough. We don't big up ourselves enough. Sometimes you have to realize you can do it. You're that woman. I don't think I could have gone abroad without the Pitt Advantage Grant. It was a godsend. If you had told me when I first started Pitt that I would study abroad or I would get it fully funded by this great program, I would have laughed at you in the face.
Whenever I did get the scholarship, there was a luncheon and they had an opportunity to say thank you. And I remember leaving feeling like I didn't say thank you enough because I just knew the impact it was having on me. It's just so great it's just so great. I don't know what to say. I just felt like I left I just wanted them to know. Students are having great times when they go abroad and they come back wanting to know more about the world, not just about where they went, but about other cultures. And you're opening up world perspectives and you're increasing dialogue between people in America and people in places they went to. Thank you.
I would like to express my sincerest appreciation to all the sponsors for contributing to my amazing experience abroad. I could not have done this without you, and I'm extremely appreciative, and I hope that you continue to support other students like myself in their future endeavors. Asante sana.
Thank you to everyone that put anything at all into this program. Without this, I probably wouldn't have made it abroad, and your contributions really make it possible for people like me and other students to have any sort of experience abroad, and it's one like no other, so thank you.
Thank you for providing me with a once-in-a-lifetime experience to go across the world to study something relevant to what I want to do in my future, but to also gain those amazing experiences.
Thank you for making this experience possible for me.
I want to tell them like thank you 1,000 times though.